Hey everyone, it's Amber here with another Stellar Guitarist song tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to play Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. Now this is an incredible song to play on the guitar. Today I'm going to be teaching you the chords, the strumming pattern, as well as all the picking parts we hear throughout the song. So go get your guitar, make sure it is tuned up, we don't need a capo for the lesson, and let's get started. So we're going to start off by learning the chords we need in the song, and it's really easy, very straightforward. We only need 3 chords for the entire song. So the first chord we need is a B minor chord. Now this is usually played as a bar chord. However, if you really want to play the song and bar chords are just not really making sense for you right now, then I have 2 alternatives. We have the 4-fingered B minor chord, which is played like this, and we strum from the D string down. So in essence, it's really just like a normal bar chord, except we're not barring those strings, we're just playing the first finger in the 2nd fret on the high E string. And an even easier version of this would be my easy B minor, where we're actually just playing with 3 fingers. So this is going to be 1st finger, 2nd fret on the high E, 2nd finger, 3rd fret on the B string, and 3rd finger will be in the 4th fret on the G string. And we're only going to strum those 3 strings. So this is for those of you who are just starting out and you really want to play the song. This is going to be a perfect substitute for the full B minor chord. Now the next chord we need is an A major. Now I'm going to be playing this A major using fingers 2, 3, and 4. Because I find that is a much easier chord transition coming from the B minor. And then we have 2 rounds on a regular E major chord. So let's just practice those chords. So 4 counts on each chord with 1 strum. It's going to sound like this. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4 to A. 1, 2, 3, 4. To E, 2, 3, 4, and repeat the E, 2, 3, 4. Now that chord sequence is repeated throughout the entire song. It doesn't change. It's going to be B minor, A, E, E for the entire song. Okay? So that's really straightforward and easy. Now let's add in a strumming pattern. So the strumming pattern I really like using for the song sounds like this. Down, 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 up, up. And we count this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So each chord is going to get 1 round of that strumming pattern. So if we try that on the B minor, it's going to sound like this. Down, 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 up, we change to A. And we change to E for 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and repeats. 2, 3, and 4, and. And if we play that in succession without any breaks between, this is how a song will sound. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. And E again. Back to B minor. It's B minor to the A, people would E. Now we can add in a small embellishment on that E chord, the 2nd E. Alright, and the way we're going to do this is going to be on the up, down. So that will be highlighted up on the screen for you. So the E, we start with a regular E, and we'll do 3 normal down strums. Down, down, down. And on the up, down, we're going to add our pinky into the 2nd fret on the G string. Okay? Now this chord is called an E sus4. So we're going to add an E sus4 on that up, down. And on the final up, we're going to go back to a regular E chord. So the whole thing will sound like this from the E, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay? And then when we play the second E after that, you just play it like a normal, regular E. We're not going to add in any embellishments. So if I show you the whole chord sequence, in total it will sound like this. From the B minor, so down, 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 up, A, down, 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 up, up. So that's a fun little embellishment that you can add in just to make the song sound more like the original. Hey everyone, just a quick request: if you are enjoying the lesson, then please could I ask you to like the video and to subscribe to my channel. I release videos just like this for you every single week to help you become a stellar guitarist. Now, if you are looking for more ways to level up your playing, then go ahead and click the link below this video and go and check out my guitar courses. I offer a beginner guitar program as well as an intermediate guitar program, which will really help guide you in becoming the best guitarist that you can be. So go check out those courses, and I really hope to welcome you into the Stellar Academy family. Okay, let's get back into the lesson today. So I've zoomed in here to teach you the lead guitar parts. Now, an important thing to note is that the lead guitar parts were recorded on an electric guitar with reverb, a delay effects, plus a tremolo whammy bar. Now, if you are like me, then I'm guessing that you are probably sitting at home and don't have access to all those things. All I have with me is my acoustic guitar. So in this section of the lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to play all the lead parts on your acoustic guitar. So of course, I've had to make some adjustments to the riffs, but the majority of it is going to sound very similar, if not identical, to the original song. So what we're going to be doing is playing an open B string, and then we're going to be placing our third finger into the 6th fret, and just make sure you have your second and first fingers kind of just adding in some support, because we're going to bend that note up. And it's much easier to do that if you have support from your first and second fingers. So your first finger can go into the 4th fret, and your second finger can go into the 5th fret. But the important finger is obviously your third finger in the 6th fret. We're going to pick it and then bend it up. And then what we're going to do is move that finger, that third finger, into the 7th fret, and we're going to pick it and slide it down to an open string, which we're then going to pick. So in total, we have an open string, 6th fret bend, move our third finger into the 7th fret, play, slide, and play it open. So those are the first 4 notes that you see up on the screen. Okay, the next note we need is an open string. We're then going to play that 6th fret again and bend it up. We're then going to take our third finger into the 5th fret, first finger into the 3rd fret, move it back into the 2nd fret, and play open. So that's 5, 3, 2, 0. Okay? And the last final bar is our third finger into the 4th fret on the D string. Then we're going to play 2nd fret on the G, back to the 4th fret on D, and move our first finger into the 1st fret on the G string. So it's 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay, so rhythmically it's going to sound like this from the start. 1, 2. Fifth fret. So the next section we're going to be looking at today is the pre-chorus, and this is a really fun little riff to learn. It's going to sound something like this. So the first thing we need to do is put our first finger into the second fret on the high E string, and then our second finger into the third fret on the B string. And we're going to play the E string to the B string, play an open E string, back to the B string, and then our first finger is going to go into the second fret on the B string. Also important to note here is that the first beat is a rest. You can see that in the tab, there's a small little rest. So we'll come in on the and of beat 1. 1 and 2. So again, 1 and 2. Next up, our third finger is going to reach across into the 4th fret on the G string. Play an open B, back to the 4th fret on the G. First finger into the 2nd fret on the G. So we have. Now we're taking our first finger and sliding it back into the 1st fret. This is the final bar that's up on the screen. Okay, so up to there, 1. 4, 0, 4, 2nd fret, 1st fret. And that last little bit of that line, what we're going to be doing is taking our 2nd finger into the 2nd fret on the D string, play the 1st fret again on the G, and our 3rd finger we're going to tuck in right underneath on that G string to play the 2nd fret, okay? We're going to pluck it again and slide up to 4. So that's from the 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, play again, slide up to 4. So in total, the whole line is going to sound something like this, and we're going to play that line twice. Ready, and 1. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One, 2, 3. So that's our pre-chorus. The next section that we're going to look at is the chorus. Now the chorus has got some beautiful picking that we're going to be doing, and it really just revolves around 3 shapes. So the first shape that we're going to be doing is our 3rd finger is going to go into the 4th fret on the G string, and our 2nd finger is going to go into the 3rd fret on the B string, and the E is going to be open. So we're going to be picking the G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E. That's how the first bar is going to sound. So just make sure you're holding that shape and just pick the strings in the right order. The next shape, we're going to be moving our 2nd finger into the 2nd fret on the B string, and our 1st finger is going to go into the 2nd fret on the G string. And the same pattern is going to apply. So really a good idea would be to practice changing from one shape into the other. And remember that 2nd finger is kind of like an anchor finger that's going to slide between the 2 shapes. Slides back, create the next shape. And then we have a chord, and this is an E major chord. So we can take our 1st finger, slide it back into the 1st fret, and then create our E major chord shape. which we're going to strum. And we're then going to pick a very similar pattern that we've already played in the pre-chorus. We're going to have 2nd fret on the D string, 1st fret on the G. We're then going to put our 3rd finger into the 2nd fret on the G, play it again, and slide it up to the 4th fret. So we have the E, 2, 3, 3rd finger slides up. And guess what? We're back in position to play that chorus part again. 2, 3, and we're right there to create the shape again. 2, 3. So just practice connecting those bars together, because there is a finger that is going to help you connect one bar to the next. Very important to practice that and to not just use any random fingers. Really try to use the ones that I'm telling you to use, because it's going to help you connect the shapes and those melodies together a lot more fluently. The final section that we're going to learn is the instrumental break. Now this is very similar to the intro break, just with 1 or 2 slight differences. So it's going to start out with an open B string. We're then going to stack those fingers in frets 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to bend that 6th note up, followed by another open string B. So those 3 notes, back down, open. We then play another open string, bend the 6 again, and this part is the same from the original intro. So if we try play that entire instrumental break together, it's going to sound like this. So 1, 2. Play the 0 again. 6 to the 5. 4, 2, 4, 1. So those are all the riffs that are used in the song that have been specifically written for the acoustic guitar. So what's going to happen next is we're going to have a play along where I'm going to show you both parts. Now you can play along with the strumming of the chords, or you can choose to play the lead guitar parts, or you can do a combination of both. Whichever parts you want to play, go for it. So here we go for a full playthrough coming up next. Get ready for a full playthrough. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you, and I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. With you, with you, no. So that is a wrap on how to play Wicked Game on the guitar. I really hope you enjoyed jamming with me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you in another Stellar Guitarist tutorial in the future. Have a wonderful day. Bye.